Then we have, okay, this is gonna get a bit complicated. You might want to write this down. We have Emma. Emma. And Steffi again. And they're the bridesmaids. We'd like to start by thanking you guys. The bride and groom are honored that you guys are here to share this with them. These will be treasured memories that they'll take with them. So, on behalf of the bride and groom, thank you. So, we're going to keep this as short as possible, as clean as possible, and above else, there will be no piss taking whatsoever. That was a lie. Guys, every journey of love has a genesis, a moment it starts, a beginning.
A beginning.
For some, it's when their eyes meet across a crowded road. Spring Rose. It's when he holds the lift open for her as she's trying to reach it. It's when the hands reach out for the last slice of pizza and they touch. My slice? You got them right. Get your hand off my slice. For Jonathan and Faye, it was exactly 8 years and 1 day ago in a dark nightclub called Sabor.
Yeah, I remember that.
There it is. It's not there anymore, so you're looking at a relic. No, I'm not saying that's the night they fell in love. No, I mean there was a lot of falling, wasn't there? No, it's not the night they fell in love. But is it Johnny? We're not sure if it's Johnny actually. It actually does look like Johnny. The guy in white looked like Johnny.
No.
Proceed. So there was falling that night from Faye, but it's not the romantic kind quite yet. What there was beneath them that night was a spark. Perhaps the very first spark that now brings us all here together tonight. They'd met each other a couple of times before, but on that night, on Faye's 21st birthday, they shared their first kiss. They shared their first kiss in a haze of cigarette smoke and David Guetta's sexy bitch blur. Yeah, I did. That's the wife beater. That's Johnny for like 3 years of his life. So guys, Faye didn't change Johnny in the slightest. And yes, I did Google what was popular 8 years ago in December, and David Guetta's sexy bitch was the #1, so that's the fucking one remember. And I think I can reveal, after all these years, Christian, oh I don't know if he's here, Faye's cousin, Christian? Christian? Okay, Christian, Faye's cousin, he was in that nightclub on the night they kissed, and he pulled Rudiger to one side. Rudiger, this guy right here. He pulled Rudy to one side, and he's like, he told him, the strictest of confidence between men, mouth to ear, he told him, Ru, Faye likes Johnny. But don't tell him anything. Carl, how long did it take Rudy to say something?
Se quedaron sobre mucho.
The night eventually came to an end and John went abroad, but still all Faye could think about was the guy from the Jibbo with the deep voice. And all Johnny could think about was the gay from the girl.
Freudian slip there.
To each his own, like. The girl from St. Julian's squeaky voice. Anyway, they met again shortly after he came back, and one thing led to another, and the journey began. Since then, they've grown as people, as friends, and as couples, together. They've enjoyed quite a few parties together. Faye likes to start the night close to her girls. Sometimes sneaks off to Rudy for a bear hug when it's cold. John starts by having a deep conversation, sometimes with Jens about Bitcoin, or the economy, or politics.
Thank you.
Sometimes with Sherry about flats. Usually ends up discussing general events and contradicting us for shits and giggles, because that's Johnny.
With a full head of hair.
Oh my shit, look at that! Eventually, Faye's voice starts to get extra squeaky. John starts to sway a little. And that's them. That's them for the rest of the night. Faye dancing to some nice music surrounded by her friends, having a good time, a good laugh. Johnny, feeling the music, feeling the love. You guys are gonna hate this. Doing the Johnny dance. Alright guys, you're gonna need to join us for this one. It's very easy. You need to sidestep with attitude basically. Come on now. Everyone doing the Johnny dance. You got this, come on. Basically it's like you hate your knees. Okay? You hate this knee, you hate that knee. You hate this knee, you hate that knee. Now step two. Step two is very important. It's all in the ass. The ass needs to stick out, guys. The ass needs to stick out. There you go. You're doing the Johnny dance. You got it. So we created the Johnny dance. You also got married today, if you're gonna list what's important today. Johnny dance, married. You've also traveled together to quite a few locations in Europe. You went to Poland with John's family. There somewhere. You've been to Tuscany with Faye's. You've been to Spain with us. 5 people got that one. To name a few. They've always loved a good drive along the smooth mountain roads, finding a small village by the sea, having a lovely lunch, and taking a selfie. Look alive, people, we're taking a selfie. Group up for me. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. What?
You were not prepared.
You were. It's not like we rehearsed this. 85. Yeah, so most holidays though, they've enjoyed together. Just them two.
Anime.
Like Japan. Like Japan. We didn't get invited to Japan, did we? Come on.
No, we did not. Let's do it soon.
It was on a bucket list and everything.
Waifu.
So Japan, where Jonathan realized he'd make an adorable waifu. A fictional character from a non-live action visual media such as anime that one is attracted to and considered a significant other. There's my man right there.
Your waifu.
There. And where Faye, we kind of spoke about this, so. Okay, and where Faye mastered the jump with one leg up and the other not while Johnny takes a selfie pic, which you'll demonstrate right now. Back up. Round of applause for the backup. Okay, moving on. There's one holiday they went to, however, that deserves a very special. Feel free to change it. One holiday they went on, however, which deserves a very special mention. A tremendously special occasion, as on the mountain, on that mountain, the Matterhorn, on that mountain. On the 29th of September 2016, as Johnny and Faye were up there, Michael and Bethany Jones from San Diego, California were celebrating their 25th wedding anniversary. A round of applause for Mike and Bethany, please, guys. Fun fact, that's actually a Mike and Bethany. He googled Mike and Bethany and they came up. We're very happy for them. It might have been true, we don't know. So some months prior to the 29th of September 2016, Jonathan approached Faye's close friend Stephanie. Hey Stephanie, what's up? And he asked her a very, very important question. Carl, what was that question?
Stephanie, I wish to propose to Faye. Will you help me choose a ring?
Yep, Jonathan wanted to get it right. He wanted it to be perfect, for the love of his life. For the woman he chose to spend the rest of his life with, he knew that nothing short of perfection will do. So they visited several outlets, several places. They saw many rings, in secret of course. They didn't take Faye around, keep her in the car with a fucking Sudoku puzzle, no. It was all done very quietly, very hush-hush, very Agatha Christie. And
It's good Johnny has the perfect hush-hush voice for this operation, doesn't he?
like a hippo. But they managed, they managed. And he did indeed find the perfect ring for his love. With the ring safely purchased and Faye none the wiser, he moved on to the next step, which is getting to the location. Unfortunately, the Odyssey restaurant in Marsalfon was fully booked, so we decided to go to the next best step. Again, like 5 people here got this. Because if there's one place Jonathan hates, it's the Odyssey.
Those bolognese.
Whatever you do, don't order bolognese. Until the waiter comes, then you order bolognese. It's a joke, it's fine. We're moving on. Okay. So Faye's father Gerald. Hey Jerry, there he is. Faye's father Gerald. His partner Louise. There she is as well. And Faye's nana Lily. Shout out to Lily. They all went, so Faye's father Gerald, Louise and Lily all went to Lago Maggiore.
Well, Jonathan went on a lad's bash to Magaluf.
No, we went with them. And eventually the big day arrived. So they all made their way to Zermatt, where the Matterhorn is. There. And got into a cable car, and I can tell you it was quite a journey. The last cable car wasn't working, and if I could recall, the last cable car wasn't working, if I recall, but Lily refused to stay behind because she knew what Jonathan was planning to do up there. She wanted to be there, she wanted to see her beautiful granddaughter she loved so much be proposed to. So anyway, the scene is set, okay? I'm gonna try and recreate this as best I can, so do join me on this audio journey. Close your eyes if you want to, I wouldn't, you'll see why soon. Okay, so, Jonathan leads Faye to the side. They're on the mountain, leads her to the side, okay? And they're overlooking, I don't know what the fuck you're overlooking, dude. I've never been up there. You're overlooking something pretty, it's Switzerland, probably something that looks like this. There you go. Okay, so they're overlooking that, it's Switzerland, work with me. So they're on the edge, okay? It's picturesque. Jared, Louise and Lily fall back a bit, give them some space. So, Jonathan hugs Faye, sort of. Can you help me out, guys? Rudy, Faye, you're Jonathan. We can do this. Yes, we're doing it like this because it's funny and we're going with it. It's fine, just do it. Okay, move forward a bit, you're about to fall. So Johnny's holding Faye. Johnny's holding Faye, overlooking something pretty. And they stay there for a while, in that warm embrace, treasuring the moment, until Jonathan's hand hovers up in front of Faye's field of view. And in his hand is a chicken McNugget. No, sorry. In his hand is the beautiful ring. And time stops. His heart, steady, cool, not nervous. His mind, though, 1,000 thoughts, like a torrent. Would you say yes? Would you like it? What would you do? Would you like it? Yes or no? I should have won another pair of socks. That's my Bethany down there. Would you like it? Would you say yes? Would you like it? 1,000 thoughts, a single moment, and then Faye speaks.
Oh, John, did you buy me something from the place we went to yesterday?
But then she realized what it is, what this moment is, what's happening, and with tears in her eyes and unconditional love in her heart, she turns into his hug. She turns into his hug and says yes. Jonathan and Faye, guys. They went up the mountain as Jonathan Vella and Fay Camilleri. And I mean, technically they came down the mountain as Jonathan Vella and Fay Camilleri. But they came down having finally sealed the notion that each other is all they want and all they need for the rest of their lives. And here we have a bit that didn't make the final cut, it's crossed out. Obviously it's not important. Behind the scenes, for free. Thank you, random person. No, you're not random. I'm Fabry, what's up? Okay. Actually, I missed a part. Going back. What else happened along their journey? Something I think makes us all very proud of Johnny and Fay is what they both accomplished. No, no. You know, like don't work or something. Oh no, my history of work is terrible. This is going to be embarrassing. Fay is a very proud owner of Salon 63. Yes. She always wanted her own show. She enrolled herself in beauty school and pushed through, even though there were a lot of challenges to deal with at the time. After beauty school and through a lot of hard work and dedication, she did it. She achieved her dream and opened her salon. And even though at times it gets taxing, she pushes on. She loves her job, she loves meeting new people, and she's awesome at it. We're all very proud of her. And Jonathan is the where's the Hotjar group? Hey Hotjar people! Hey Hotjar crew! Hey Hotjar crew too! You're about to get mentioned, okay. Woo. And Jonathan is the co-founder and director of design for one of Malta's most successful startups, Hotjar. With over 210,000 happy customers worldwide. Did that go up since? 250. Is that true, or he just drew that up? With over 900,000 happy customers worldwide, Hotjar is an inspirational success story. Knowing that he is just one out of a team of very talented and driven individuals, all focused on a common goal, these results come as no surprise. There they are, guys. The Hotjar crew. But getting there required a substantial amount of time and effort. He suffered through many late nights and early mornings along the way. Now fast forward a couple of years. I think the results speak for themselves. Jonathan, you're an outstandingly talented individual, and your dedication and commitment to your job are an inspiration. We're proud of you too. So through it all, they faced challenges like every couple, but they were there for each other. They faced them together. Johnny's calm and collected manner under pressure, and his ability to excel at anything he puts his mind through. Fay's almost a natural way of seeing what's needed and a soft and kind heart. Individually, they are strong. Together, they're on a sail. Yeah. So we're getting towards the end. I just want to pass the mic on to my friends who have something small to say about the bride and groom. We're going to start with Carl. Carl out here!
So I guess this is something on behalf of Jonathan. We've literally seen your transformation, especially myself, from primary school, the quiet, reserved kid you were at the time, to our teen years in the garages and metal clubs, when we used to call it
John Black Metal.
Obviously to our clubbing days where you met Fay, and obviously your super successful journey with Hotjar. So what we'd all like to say is obviously what a pleasure it's been to see you here, but obviously what an honor it's been for all of us to see you up until this day as well. Thank you. But obviously on particular note as well is Fay's success to following her dreams, so much so she doesn't even have time to fit us in anymore. Thank you.
Keep it as accurate as possible. And at one point I asked him something very straightforward. I told him, John, what do you love about her? Like, what do you really, really love about her? And he smiled, looked down, and he just goes, she laughs at my jokes. I don't know if you know, but that's beautiful. Like in its own, that's like I'm so happy you found one. And I didn't say anything, like I didn't actually say that at the time. And I stayed quiet and he kept smiling, and then he goes, and she's selfless. I don't think I've ever met anyone as selfless as her. And it's on a whole new level. She puts all others to shame. And that smile, that cheeky smile, turned into this big grin, and he goes, and I love that she thinks she isn't stubborn. Because she's more stubborn than me. Guys, definitely, like, he's gonna get into trouble for this. We don't need that struggle. He gave me 3 awesome answers, you know, but his face gave me everything else. It just lit up. Just thinking about Faye and answering why he loves her. His face said a million words. So thank you. You know, you see a man speaking from the heart. Faye, this one was a while ago. We were chatting and the subject of what we're afraid of came up. And one of the things was mortality. What if you're afraid of mortality? And she took a while to answer. I didn't know if she is going to answer. But she was thinking about it and eventually she goes, I never used to be afraid of it, never frightened me. But now I would say yes. Because now there are moments I haven't experienced with John yet. And the thought of that not happening, of that being taken away from me, that frightens me. Yeah, I was pretty speechless after that. It sticks with you when you hear someone speak from the heart like that, and you don't forget that moment, ever. So now we're here. The journey of Jonathan and Faye starts a new chapter, and we've been there for it. Sometimes one of us has been, sometimes a bunch of us have been, and we've seen moments of the journey. And we've seen you grow as people, and I think I speak for all of us when I say thank you. Thank you for letting us be a part of your lives. You are truly magnificent people with beautiful souls, and it's been a privilege to be a part of it. We love you, and Godspeed.